Hi you guys, it's Allie and welcome back. You may notice the background's a little bit different and the lighting may be a little weird, but we are at the salon and I thought I'd film here. So if you hear conversations and stuff in the background, there are people here, so that's why. But hopefully it'll work out. Let's not make this an hour long, okay? Holy. Happy 2016 everybody. I hope that everyone had a happy and a healthy new year. Instead of doing a December beauty favorites, I thought I would do like a yearly beauty favorites. I have a few products that were my favorite products of 2015, and actually some of the products I do not have with me, but I will mention them. So as I'm looking through the products that I brought, because I obviously have to bring my products with me when I'm filming at a different location, I thought I brought a moisturizer that I really liked, and I ended up bringing like a curl cream because they look similar in packaging. I'm gonna start with skin. So the moisturizer that I liked for 2015, I actually did receive in an Ipsy bag. A few of my favorites are actually from Ipsy bags. So it's a moisturizer that I really love, and it's by Acure. It's the day cream. It's really lightweight, and it's like citrusy and refreshing. It's not heavy, and my skin absorbs it like immediately. I love that. I've been wearing it like honestly every single day since I've gotten it in my past Ipsy bag. It's like a little tube, so it's lasted me for the longest time. I can't remember which Ipsy bag it was, but I've been using it every day. Next skincare product I do want to mention is a night cream, also from an Ipsy bag. I'm almost out. It is by Eco Beauty, and it's the Good Night Cream. Use the nails. I took my nail polish off last night, and side note, I had an allergic reaction to something, whether it was like a new hand soap or because I was like picking my nail polish off, which you shouldn't do, but I did it. And I've never used that nail polish before, and I never used that hand soap before. And when I was like scratching my skin, I like had a rash wherever I touched it. Just in case you were wondering. But anyway, so this is the Goodnight Night Cream by Eco Beauty by La Fresh Group, and I absolutely love this. Sorry, the lighting's like real off. It does say super hydration, smoother and plumper looking skin, and I swear anytime that I use this, I wake up and my skin actually does look like plumper, like more filled and hydrated and a little bit more youthful. I think once I'm fully done with this, I will invest in the full size, but I have a good amount left because you don't need too much. But yes, this is the night cream that I've been a fan of. The next thing that I'm going to mention as far as skincare, but it is the Simple face wipes, and these are my all-time, hands down, absolute favorite makeup removing wipes ever. I feel like I've mentioned this in like random beauty favorites, and I feel like I've even mentioned this in like, I don't know, every single video. Simple is for sensitive skin, so clearly my skin is sensitive, but this gets everything off. Like this gets eyeliners off that are like really heavy duty. This gets mascaras off. They do have their individual like eye makeup removing wipes that are like mini, but I just use this because it works perfectly. It doesn't leave like a film or anything on your face. It just leaves it feeling clean. I feel like these are the only makeup removing wipes that I'm ever gonna use and really love. I've tried others that are like okay, and I've also tried like the generic version of this one from like different pharmacies, and they weren't the same. So the Simple skincare wipes, hands down my favorite. Playing around with a few different face primers, and there are some that were like okay and some that were really good, but throughout 2015 this was my favorite. It's a Tarte Colored Clay CC primer. I got it in medium, and I don't know if you can see, but it's like it has some green and it has like a pink for color correction, and then it has like the actual like skin tone. Kind of just took this out and I was like, oh, let me just actually use this because I never used it. And I saw that it said primer. I thought it was just like a CC cream kind of thing, but like in a stick. But it said primer, so I'm like, all right, let's see how this works with makeup. So I literally just kind of put it all over my face and spread it out either with like a little brush, or if my hands are clean, I'll use my hands. And then I'll put foundation right over it. And I remember I wish I did like a first impressions on this, but I was like, whatever, let me just use it on like a random day. And I used like a random foundation that was, I was like, one of those days where you don't really care and you're like, might as well use it, I have it, but you don't really love that product kind of thing. But I used that and then I came home and I was like, oh, my skin is not as shiny as it normally is. What? I started using it with like foundations that I do love, and then I would come home and I'm like, oh, it still looks really good. So I'm like, it has to be the primer, because if it made like okay foundations look good and my favorite foundations look good, I'm like, this stuff makes a difference. So I'm not expecting it. It was literally was one of those days where I was like, might as well use it. I haven't, I've never used it, because I do that a lot. But I really, really like it. Moving on to, oh, see, I just scratched my chest and I hope it doesn't turn red. I probably should have taken a Benadryl, but I have clients today, so I can't fall asleep. But anyways, moving on to my favorite foundations of the year. I have a couple, and I did actually do a first impression review video on each of these products. So if you want to see a little bit more detail on those foundations, I will leave the link to those videos down below. The first one that I'm going to mention, which has been, I feel like, all over YouTube, is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. Messy my bottle, sorry. Really nice foundation. Here's the thing. It says it's a demi-matte finish, which I agree with. Everyone and their mother, not everyone, but almost everyone, was saying how this is like the most matte foundation and blah blah blah, which is not true, but it's pretty matte but not like dry looking. The next foundation, also in a very messy packaging, sorry guys, is the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Foundation. I like this because it has a pump, and I do feel like this is pretty full coverage. It could be like medium to full. When I saw that it was supposed to be better for your skin, I wasn't expecting something that was more full coverage, and it actually is pretty thick in consistency. But I'm wearing this today, but it has SPF. The other one does not, I believe. So this does not have SPF. This one does. I like that it's supposed to improve your skin. I have used this on days where like my skin was just acting up and I'm like, oh no, but you know, you need to cover it, but you don't want to keep putting more crap on your skin. So I use this and I really, really like this. Sometimes I feel like I can get oily, but for the most part, it's fine. It's really, really nice. The concealer that I liked for 2015, I feel like does not really get a lot of recognition, and I feel like some people might not like it, but I personally did like it a lot. It is the NYX HD concealer. And it's kind of empty. It's pretty dried out, but it's like pretty full coverage in my opinion. I do, you can't even see it. It doesn't have talc, it doesn't have parabens. It's supposed to be like high def, so it is a little bit more full coverage. Not as creamy as some other concealers that I have used, but as far as like covering on, you know, dark circles under your eyes and like highlighting and stuff like that, I really, really do like this concealer. My next favorite item that I'm going to mention is the Lorac Pro Contour Palette. I've been using this honestly like every single day, whether I'm doing like an intense like contour highlighting, which mine are not that intense, so like who am I kidding? Intense for me, let's go there. But or whether I just want to like do a little something. It does have a lot of pickup, which is fine. Just, you know, I kind of just pick it up and I dust off my brush, but very, very pigmented. I do like the variations. I like that they have the beige, they have the yellow, a shimmer, and then light, medium, and dark. But I've been using this every day pretty much, unless I'm like not wearing makeup. Side note, I also love the brush that comes with it. Very dense, and it picks up a lot of the product. That's why you tap it off, but these two, very nice. I have two favorite blushes for 2015, and the first one is Luminoso by Milani. This is a baked powder blush. It is, can you see? I don't know if you can tell because it's so freaking bright with the sun, but it's like a corally peachy color, and it has like a little sparkle going on. But I do have this on my cheeks right now. I don't know if you can tell. I really like this when I want like a blush that has a little glow to it. I go to this. I like to wear this when I'm wearing like blues because I feel like it kind of complements really nicely. You know, a lot of people were talking about this, and I do like Milani products. So when I'm like, let me try it out. It was another blush by Milani. It was like a dusty rose color. It was one of the rose blushes. That one's beautiful also. But I like this because it does have like a highlight in it. So it's kind of like when you want a little glow. The next blush that I'm going to talk about is the Urban Decay Afterglow blush in the color Fetish. Like the 8-hour blush or whatever. It's just like a dusty mauve pink. It doesn't feel like chalky or anything. It's very like smooth and rich. I feel like it's a nice balance of warm and cool, because it's not like super cool where you look like kind of muted and like bleh, you know? I don't know how to describe it, but like that. But it's not so warm that it's like orange, or you know. This is beautiful for just like everyday looks, and it's also beautiful when you're like glammed up. For the bronzer of the year, I actually have been using Park Avenue Princess by Tarte. This is the Amazonian Clay Waterproof Bronzer. It does have like a little sheen to it. I normally would have just stuck with like a matte bronzer, but I'm like, let me play around with this. And I do like it because it does give like a nice healthy glow. It's not like a glittery type of glow. It's like kind of just a sheen. Sticking with the whole glow factor, the highlight of the year, in my opinion, was the Physicians Formula Shimmer Strips, and I have it in Miami Strip. It has pink, but then it has like warmer tones and obviously like deeper tones as well. I want to mention the Anastasia Brow Wiz because I mentioned it last year and I think everybody loves this, and I still love it. It's just to define my brows and fill them in, and they're perfect. Not my brows, but the Brow Wiz. Another brow product that I actually really like is by Ulta, and it is their brow tint. I have it in medium. I like that it comes with like a little itty bitty baby brush. This I like when I'm running late and I don't have time to sit there and like really nicely fill in my brows. So I like this little brush, and you kind of just like quickly and it fills it in. Another one of my favorite products for the year is the Babe Lash Eyelash Serum. I did a whole series on this, and I will leave the link to those videos down below if you want to take a look. Basically, this is a lash growing serum. As you can see, my lashes are pretty long. Now I'll use it like every so often, more for maintenance. I'm really disappointed because my beauty supply that did carry this no longer carries it, but I love it so much. This is like a 6-month supply, so I'm not going to need it soon, but I will be ordering it online when I run out. This was definitely a favorite. It's like a life changer. I love it. Sticking with the eyes, the mascara of the year in my opinion is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I really do absolutely love this mascara. Some people might not like it because it is a heavy mascara. It's very wet, it's very heavy, but I love it because it's just like, it's so easy to apply. In my opinion, it gives a lot of volume. It kind of like fills everything in, but separates at the same time and curls it. It's like an all-in-one kind of thing. I love this mascara. I want to do a quick little mention on this eyeliner because I mentioned it in the past a few times, but my favorite gel liner is still the Maybelline Eye Studio Blackest Black gel liner. It's perfect. I have no complaints with this at all. Lasts all day, very black, easy to apply, doesn't irritate my eyes. Another eyeliner that I do love is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. This is really nice, very easy to apply, although because my lashes are really long, sometimes they get in the way, but it's a liquid liner. It dries quickly, which I like. It has this tiny little tip. I have this on my eyes today, so it's really easy to do like a nice precise wing if you want to make it like bold and extreme or kind of subtle or whatever. So yeah, I like that it dries into a matte finish as well. They do have like a shiny finish also, but I prefer the matte one. That's just me, and I like it. Let's go to lips. Honestly, I feel like the lipsticks that I wore pretty much throughout 2015 were, for the most part, Wet n Wild. I mean, the packaging is not that great. They do get dirty. They get very dirty and they break easily. Like this guy is all broken and dirty. But this is my favorite color actually out of all of them. This is what I have on my lips right now. It's 902C Bare It All. Mochalicious, also one of my favorites. What are you? Oh, this came off. I think this is in the flesh, I want to say. But these honestly are really amazing. The color is great. They really last a long time on your lips, and a lot of them are dupes for a lot of MAC lipsticks. So I'm like, I just go to the drugstore and pick up like 5. Even the Mochalicious one I was wearing, and one of my friends was wearing like a Bobbi Brown one, and they were so similar. She's like, what? I could have just gotten, I'm like, I know, girl. I know. I have like a collection of these. Maybe I'll do a swatch video, but these were probably my favorite lipsticks of 2015. The next one that I want to mention also is an e.l.f. matte lip color in the color Praline. This is probably one of my absolute all-time favorite lip colors ever. It's a perfect amount of like warm tones and cool tones. I like this when I have like cool toned eye and I want to like keep that cool kind of feel overall, but I feel like some very cool tone lip colors make you look like kind of sickly, but sometimes it looks great, but I'm like, I don't know if I can pull that off. So this, when I wear with cool tone eye makeup, it's still, it looks cool. But then even with a warm tone look, I feel like the warm tones come out. I love this color and super affordable. I love that the lip colors that I've been obsessed with are like very affordable. Hair, let's move on to hair. I'm first going to mention the Pureology Hydrate Shampoo and Conditioner. This is paraben-free, sulfate-free, cruelty-free, sodium chloride-free. It's vegan. You need a little bit and it does lather up so nicely. It smells delicious. It smells great. The conditioner I love. It's like minty, so it's very invigorating, but super moisturizing, but doesn't weigh your hair down. I love all of Pureology, all of them. But the Hydrate one was my go-to. Also with Pureology, I've been obsessed with the anti-split blow dry cream. This is a thermal protectant I put in my hair before blow drying my hair. It helps seal in the split ends and prevent split ends in the future. It has that beautiful, beautiful smell. I don't know exactly what it is, but it smells so good. And that smell like stays in your hair, but it doesn't linger. It's kind of those things where like, it's that scent where like you move a certain way, or like if you're laying or something, you smell, you're like, ooh, that smells nice, but it's not like overwhelming or perfumey. Also vegan, it has a strengthening anti-fade complex, really lightweight, but it does add a ton of moisture. The next system that I want to mention for hair is the L'Oreal Pro Fiber system. Pro Fiber is a new long-lasting reparative line by L'Oreal. Pretty much like rebuilds the hair. Ones that I've been using is from the purple line. It's the Recover line. And this is the Recover shampoo and conditioner. And I love the packaging. How pretty is this? And I love the Recover leave-in. So these guys. I know my hair looks like a hot mess now, but it kind of looks like a hot mess on purpose because I wanted to have that kind of textured kind of look. So whatever. But I did do a number to it, especially in the last few months. But this line has been pretty much rebuilding my hair. Of this before I blow dry also, it leaves my hair super smooth and shiny. Like when I use this and I blow my hair out, even I'm looking, I'm like, oh, like I don't even have to do the treatment, and I'll use this and I'll blow dry my hair and it looks so shiny. It looks so good. The treatment's amazing too, by the way. They smell really good. They smell like vanilla and like sweet. I have been using this and my hair thanks me for using this. That's it for the products that I have with me. Oh, the things I want to mention that I forgot to bring is by Beauty Counter, my lip conditioner, which I love, and I've mentioned that in the past. I have it in peppermint and it's really, really nice. And then also by Beauty Counter is the shaving cream. That is my favorite. It's a shaving cream. It's very light, but it's also very rich. You know how some shaving creams, like actual creams, it's like so thick that it gets like stuck in your razor and you have to like really clean it out. This one is rich, but it's not like thick and like gunky, you know. It's witch hazel in it, so it does help with like any sort of irritation that you can get while shaving. And I love that shaving cream. I think that's it. I think that does it. This is a lot longer than I was expecting it to be. But those are my favorite products of 2015. And I hope that 2016 is going to be a good year for all of you and for myself. And yes, so give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. As always, be sure to stay happy, you guys.